What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah? Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, von Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
When I hear that song, because it's so incredible.
Yeah, it hits home.
Hello and welcome in to the Tuesday edition of Your Show. My name is Gary, still your host around here. Oh, I had a breath. We're getting excited. Whew. And this, still as far as we know, the only show going live, originating out of Saskatoon on the internet from 4 to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday. And oh, so grateful to be able to kick each and every show off by saying that, because that means we're doing something different. And in the world of the internet nowadays, where everyone's doing the same thing and copying each other, if you can do something different, that's how you stand out. Thank you so much for allowing us to continue this movement and making the world a better place. Reminding everybody, hey, chill, man. Just be nice. Treat others how you want to be treated. If you do that, you'll end up hosting Telemiracle. You'll end up playing at the Sask Metal Summit. You'll end up having the greatest all-naturals company on planet Earth. And you'll also end up being a 20-year-old dude who built an entire studio and has everyone in Saskatoon praising how incredibly well he performed throughout the weekend. It's true. That's it. People ask, how do you do it? Just be nice. So crazy. And to continue to thank you, as she has hit her spot yet again, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to say hello to the Meggie Cam. See what we're looking. Oh, yeah. You know, she's running out of these... Like the medals are it's just going to be medals galore, and she's not going to have anything left on that screen. Ridiculous. Oh, man, it got hot in here. We started talking about some Venus Envy, one of the greatest albums of all time, thanks to Diesel Boy. And that got me amped up. We're just waiting on Morgan Freeman here as, it sounds like he's ready to go. Okay, without further ado, I don't know why am I checking my voice? I'm not the one saying this stuff. I don't gotta do nothing. Morgan Freeman, please take it away.
Thank you very much, Gary. The Meggie Cam has always proudly presented to you by our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Marge loves walking through those doors, saying hello to her boyfriend Leroy, hello to her adopted parents, Mike and or Rochelle, who run the place. I guess technically you could call them in-laws, as Marge and Leroy are Saskatoon's power puppy couple. She goes in there to look for toys. She walks up to the toy wall, says, "Ooh, here's a nice one." And then she'll say, "Ooh, what about that one?" And then before you know it, Marge has a mountain of toys. Luckily, our friends at Pet Planet on 8th Street don't mind when your pet gets a little greedy, as the place is very inviting. They have treats strewn throughout the store, also don't mind. Within reason, of course. If your animal pulls a grandma at the supermarket and tests the produce before taking the bagel, that's allowed. It's okay. They care. They love you. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. They have the puppy spa right there in-house at the back. So if your pupper's got a little bit dirty, clean right up. They got the basin, all the stuff you need, the harness, the hose, the soap, the blow dryer. Incredibly affordable, right there, ready for you. They also have jerseys strewn throughout the store, so your favorite team can be cheered for, not only by you, but also by your pup. They have a fashion aisle if you're looking to glow up, if you will. They got the booties if your puppy's feet get cold. They have the sweaters and the jackets and the bunny hugs all there for you. They have the raw food in the fridge at the back if you are looking to make that change to the raw food diet. They also have beds and crates and exercise pens, as Gary found out over the weekend when we had to pick one up, when he had to pick one up, whoopsie doodle, for the big Telemiracle backstage lounge performance over the weekend. And all of that is there for you. All the dry foods, your heart desires, everything you need. The buckle up collars and matching leashes with all your favorite comic book movies, TV shows, cartoons, they're all over them, and they match. It's a beautiful thing. Most importantly, and this is how you know they care, they stay open after hours and on weekends because they understand that you have a life. It's tough for you to get in during traditional business hours, so Chris and Kirsten take over after hours on weekends to make sure you can get in and get everything you need. It's time to say no to big corporations and yes to supporting local, and that all begins with our friends over at Pet Bundler on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer.
Woo. I think that one was worth about 3 of the 4 million right there. He's getting a little cheeky at the end, but not too shabby. Thank you very much, Morgan Freeman. Whew. Oh, you all right in there? Well, LB's trashing the place. Guess this is an eviction party now. Get the chainsaw out. Oh, man, everything. This whole place has gone through so many transformations in the last week. It's just nuts. There he goes. As he is assuming the position, it is time for us to introduce a full panel. Feels like it's been, to quote that guy that sings the song, been a while since we've all been together. So let's go ahead and make this official. Nice. Welcome to the All the Things podcast. He's Uncle Mike. He's Matt from all the bands. And we are back, baby. Ooh, yeah. Well done.
Full roster.
This is nice. We miss Barber. Barber had to go. He had to go get it. It was so nice to have him in. He misses us so much too. He has been getting in for some Friday night pizza party streams, which is very good. So we still see him around, and he sends his hellos and all of his love as normally he's over there. We love you, Barber. Hi, Barber. Maybe one day we'll get him back in here, but yeah, you know how it goes, man. There's lots of people that have come through here, got started on really cool shit, and then decided, you know what, this is awesome, but I have a family. Like, I have to take care of a family.
And they get famous and
they
forget the...
Well, you know. However it goes, it's nice to know that we have people with big hearts that understand, I could be doing this, or I could go and make sure I ensure healthcare for my kids with a real job, you know, and that's the type of stuff that we want, because we want everyone to do good. So shout out to Barber. Shout out to Network Ryan. We love you, buddy. Super dads out there doing their thing. Very, very cool. Speaking of doing your thing, let's start with my man, all the way on the end, Matt from all the bands. Holy moly. You were talking about all the stuff you saw of us on social media, right back at you, dude.
Well, it was...
That summit was so sick.
It was such a magical weekend. It was awesome looking on my phone. And I'm like, oh, Gary's up to this. Or, Dufferin Avenue's doing something cool again with...
Get your mic a little bit.
With whoever.
That's a little one. Keep going.
Hello. Hey, check 1, 2. Ooh, yeah.
You're good.
But as far as this summit goes, I cannot say enough good things about Sask music, creative Sask, and just like the way it was put on. Like normally, again, this is kind of like a bad attitude I used to have, but like when stuff would happen in Saskatchewan, it was kind of a little podunk and a little, you know, it seemed like the Saskatchewan sound or whatever.
There's a reason a lot of times bands fly right over Saskatchewan.
But everything about this event was so world class,
professional.
It reminded me of either being in Europe or being in like Montreal or something. Like the kind of production manager or whatever, her name was Tori, and I was calling her the red tape cutter, because like any issue, she was just there, calm, like, you know, it's never like this is just one of many examples, but we were getting at the start of the show into Coors event, and there's like a lineup for like people with wristbands that are in the band, so you don't have to like wait in the lineup or whatever.
VIP, baby. Yep.
And Erin's coming through, and the one employee there's like, oh no, you need this color wristband, and she's like, well, this is the one I got or whatever. Right. And so I was able to talk to the red tape cutter, and she gave me like one of the ones specific for bands, but it got Erin in, like things like that, where, you know, like people could be like, well, the rule is
the little things. And dude, so samey.
Oh, but I just couldn't believe it. I guess should I start just from the like Friday?
Well, you know what? Before we get into it, I just want to get a quick little thing, because we're going to go hard on it. But when you say all that, same thing with us at Telemiracle. Like, I was walking around, I had my pass. Actually, you know what?
Hold on a second. Pulling it out.
Hold on a second. I'm pretty proud of it.
Oh, and just a little... we got...
These things. Look at that.
Lanyard, baby.
I'm so bad at putting stuff up this thing, eh? There it is. Whatever.
At no point did that focus.
Yeah, dude. Like
Pretty
we
sure it
were in there.
said Gary, I would assume.
I got this on like the first day, and I stopped wearing it right after because I didn't even know. I put it up. Actually, I don't know where I put it. I put it right on the set, right beside me. I didn't put it on once, and every time there was about 2 guys, I think, out of like 150 that I walked by that were like security, that would look at me, and I'd be like running like, backstage lounge. Okay, yeah, you're good. You know, like, they know. But when you're on the camera, they can see it. Like when you're different like that, it's a lot harder. So extra props.
Oh,
making sure you know the people
absolutely.
that are
And
going
those
to
are
where
the
they're
little
supposed
things
to
like
be.
that can ruin the energy of the whole night. Like say at the start, I had to wait in like -20, you know, in line to get in, and I would have waited with Aaron because I'm not going to be like, well, sorry,
See you later,
yeah.
honey.
Dude, that's game over, man.
Yeah.
Game over,
But yeah,
man.
that was just one example of her cutting the red tape for me.
Amazing. I love that stuff. You, my friend, how are you doing? Where did you
I'm
find
doing
yourself
okay.
this weekend?
Well, maybe not as busy as you two, I guess, but Laurel had a soccer tournament. I was
how'd we do?
1-1, lost one.
Not
No,
bad.
it wasn't even a tournament. It was a jamboree, I guess, is what they would call it. So it was.
Now, is
kind
that
of a
like
fun-
society taking the competitiveness out of it, or is it specifically just like a little
I
exhibition?
think.
type
I mean,
of
it
thing?
was at the new Martinsville Rec Center, so I finally
Ooh.
got to go check that
How
out.
sweet.
Yeah,
Is that- you
it
see
was-
Super
it
Skills
was
hockey?
pretty
You-
fancy.
you
I did
wander
I
around?
did peek in. Yeah.
How cool is that
Yeah,
place?
it's quite the setup.
Did you ask if you could go hit up the treadmill real quick?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But,
I want to see one. We should get one.
I
of
should have
us on
maybe
there,
dropped your name and been
Yeah,
like,
I know,
maybe
yeah.
shoot a couple pucks, you know, maybe.
Unless Endo's there, I don't know if that'd have much weight,
Yeah.
but either
I
way,
could've tried. I
Yeah,
could've
it's
tried.
always fun to try.
And then doing some work at the shop, and then had to do some work at the rental.
Oh, how's the rental
And,
holding up?
doing good. We've
Getting
got
better?
some good renters. So
Nice.
they just
I
signed
love
on for another year, which
Yay,
is nice.
thank
and
you,
they're
renters. We
happy,
appreciate
and
it.
They just had a little baby back in June, kind of thing. So it's
Perfect
It's kind of
renter.
neat. You know, they send us some pictures and like, we had our kids in that house, so it's cool to
yeah,
see
that's
another
cool.
family
And
starting.
not,
kind
like,
of
and
in
not
that
only
house
that,
as
to
well.
know that, like, once that, like, that security of knowing, like, these are good people.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you don't
and
have to
they're
worry
kind of
about
they've
that
got a
renter.
setup. Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
probably not going to be doing a midnight move.
It's
you know,
set it
like,
and forget it, man.
Yeah.
It's the way you want it. Good for you.
And then actually probably the most exciting news that I got just last night, I guess. So I was in Mexico, missed the boat on the propaganda tickets,
Oh my
put
gosh,
out
don't
like
you start
a
with
Hail
this already.
Mary
You're starting this
on
already?
the Facebook.
You better have
And
gotten
it was
3,
like,
bro. You better have gotten 3.
Who's got a spare ticket? You know, not really expecting, but maybe thinking like, well, it's August, like someone's got a bought extra and not going to be
Just
able to
planting
make it.
that seed for
Exactly, yeah. And you know, sure enough, my buddy Craig, who happens to be in Africa right now, he's like, I got a spare ticket for you. Unfortunately, it sounded like it was only one.
I've still got some irons in the fire, Gary. Don't worry.
Well, and I'm not giving up. Like, there's some other options.
We got
out
our
there,
Hail
right?
Mary right
Like,
here.
Yeah.
I know what's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on. That's very exciting.
So it's
we will
one.
be at that show. The universe
Yeah,
one.
no,
You
oh,
get
yeah.
tickets?
I've got
He's got
I've got
something.
something.
Stop talking.
but
Stop
not-
talking.
okay,
Something.
okay.
Yeah,
Might be a
we're
thing.
just hanging out. It's all good.
But I don't have it in my hand yet, so I'm not.
We got one.
Yeah,
That's a great start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, even if
But-
we have to like take
Ooh,
turns.
we're 33.333%
You
there.
can just wait outside next guy switch every song type of thing.
Yeah.
This is my ticket.
Yeah,
This is my
swap.
ticket.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I-
Remember the old like you'd have the stamp and
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you
cross.
kind of, that was classic.
Is that
Yeah.
possible anymore? Do they even do
I
stamps?
feel like they're
still do
those little
stamps
kind of like
indoors,
little
right?
wristband. A lot of the wristbands now. That's what I've been seeing.
Or they
lately.
do the UV one, so you don't even know
Oh,
where the
yeah.
stamp
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's like,
That
where
was their
am I
big
stamp it?
preventative, yeah.
whatever.
Really, everything's going to phones
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, that's true. But I thought it was funny. He's in Africa right now,
the
and he
universe.
like the guy farthest away
Guys,
had a spare ticket.
I
Of
used-
course he did.
I think one
used
of
to
his buddies
think-
bought him one. And
I used to
whatever.
think that it was so weird and so funny. And then when we started this place, like, no, that's normal. That's par for the course. You know, it's funny how you go through your whole life. It's like, oh, man, nothing ever good happens to me. And we mope and we whine. And then once you just be like, hey, let's just go with it. Let's just keep doing good things. Those things start to happen. The universe notices. This is the whole, like our weekends were universally
absolutely.
backed.
And
It's
even
crazy.
just before that, with the whole Megadeth thing, I got
man.
those ones from Rock 102.
it.
But then my buddy, the trainer at work, who trains me on all the heavy equipment,
Nice.
he had access to 2 box seats of his dad's. So me and Aaron took those, and we're able to give the other ones to my little brother. So him and his wife were able to go. So it's like
See, it's just
you
everything
just
coming
keep
together.
passing
I
on
know,
that.
that's
that
it.
yeah, it was awesome.
That is it. That's the whole thing. So you had yourself a very good weekend too.
Yeah, can't complain. Got some skating in, hanging
Nice.
with family.
How's the rink still holding up good?
It is. I put another
Nice.
sled on it, and
running his
Laurel was
own
on it. We were on it last
Right.
night, doing a little
yeah.
figure skating
Did you
demonstration.
I love that. By you?
Well, her and I, we had to develop a routine. You see?
Like a pairs figure skating. I thought you were going head to head. All right. You doing some triple sow cows, some lutzes? What's going on here?
Lutzes, the
Triple axles always classic.
illegal backflip, you know.
Oh, yeah, like the
But
quad
that's
god
not
there.
illegal anymore.
No, apparently
It's
not.
super hot.
Yeah.
The quad god made that
back
thing.
up.
Yeah, that American figure skater.
Yeah.
What-
What a
I
great
wanna see-
name. Hey, I want to be the quad god.
Well, hell yeah.
And
I
then,
like big quads.
yeah, and then I guess starting planting some seeds because we're
It's
already in that zone for like.
Should I be doing some stuff?
Well, like onions, celery, a couple peppers.
Okay, we'll have to talk after about
yeah,
this,
you've got
yeah.
time. Yeah, it's just there's a couple things that you kind of gotta. And I do my onions from seed, not from bulb, so they require a little extra time. And celery. is
What's the payoff
notoriously
there?
long.
Let's get into some gardening real quick.
I mean, from
More
seed,
work, more work.
a little more work. So really, what
tasting.
would be ideal? I mean, potentially bigger bulbs.
Everyone needs bigger bulbs.
It's
bigger
more,
bulbs.
yeah, more is more.
So the real trick is though, you let some onions go to seed.
Okay.
So next year, and you can do this with a lot of,
I'm-
depending on our
How
environment. it may
Saskatchewan is
not
this?
work.
I'm right now. When you said that, I pictured a giant, like human onion driving a tractor, seeding a farmland. How fun would
That's
that
an
be?
interesting image, Gary.
This is where I'm at
I
right
love
now.
it. I love
I'm
it.
telemerically delirious.
Yeah, there you go.
Continue. Sorry to interrupt.
So no, but if you're able to collect your own seeds from a crop that has grown in your climate, they are now like specific to our climate. So obviously,
seeds.
right. So obviously,
Gotcha.
things are rated for certain zones, right?
it. I love
But if you can grow, like I said, you know, leave a couple onions in over winter. They will hopefully put out seed in the spring. You collect those seeds and then use those for planting. Now those are like conditioned to our specific climate.
Beautiful.
To our specific weather. Yeah.
Science.
Science.
Very fun. Very, very fun. Okay. Now it's time. Well, not quite. SuperSkillsHockey.ca. Check them out. Love the boys. Martinsville Rec Center, overlooking the ice surface. They got everything there for you. Absolutely fantastic. We love all of our friends over there. Sask Metal Summit.
And again, I just didn't.
Just picks up right
Man, I didn't know what to expect. Like I know leading up to it, they were like pushing a lot of the reels, and there was like good promotion. So that's always a good sign, you know, when there's decent promotion. Showed up to Amigos because that was and I just found out. So actually, no, I don't even want to. Just either way, Friday night, Amigos Into Eternity played there. We were going to be playing Saturday night, but Tim wasn't able to get that time off work. Okay. So basically, the Summit made this Friday show because they wanted Into, and so like that, it was supposed to all be at Coors event, I believe. Okay. So, anyways, we did this show. The place is packed. Like seeing Amigos packed always just fills my heart because it's like it's such a cool venue when it's packed. But if there's only like 150 people there, it just doesn't seem great. But so yeah, we did our sound check, and I guess like this, I'll just get over like some of the stuff that wasn't like amazing. So like showed up, Jim, our drummer, he's like, I'm sick. I can't hear anything. I got vertigo. I don't. And so I was like, should I like call Brian? I was kind of asking, like, you know, even though we hadn't been practicing, and he's in Siemens, so he's 2 hours out of town. But I'm like, we had 4 hours. I'm like, should I call Brian?
Yeah,
and he's like, well, I'm gonna go sleep in the car, and I should be good. And I'm like, okay. So we're just going. So we did our sound check. Sounds like really good. But then I guess normally you do a sound check and everything just stays, and then you come in and you don't have to do anything. But it all got unplugged and moved for whatever reason for the other bands. So when we got on stage or whatever, and we start rolling our intro, and all you hear is like the loudest static. You can't even hear the intro. And then we cut into our song, the static's still going or whatever. I guess one of the like XLR plugins for either mine or Tim's amp wasn't pushed all the way in. But so like through the first song, we're kind of like being like, we can't hear anything, like turn up the guitars turn them down. Cause like there was, my guitar came in eventually and it was way too loud. And so then we were like, turn the guitars off and the monitors. We just kept going because whatever. Eventually all the monitors had was bass and vocals. And we'd already like kind of said enough about it to like, we just wanted to get through the show. So we played through it. I only heard bass and vocals the whole time.
How hard is that?
It's impossible.
Okay,
Yeah.
But either way, so just played a show. You know, everyone's like, "Oh, that's a great set." Like we just did it, you know, kind of professionally. Oh yeah, and we didn't jam like at all before, which is so just all these things to like get you a little bit off of your game. But either way, everyone loved it. There was like crowd surfing, moshing, and like the sound out front eventually was all right once that static was dealt with. But it was just we couldn't hear ourselves. So kind of got through that one. That was like, oh man, I'm glad we got through that. But it was like successful night. Everyone loved it. And then it's starting round 2 on Saturday. I had to do a jam with Justin, or we had to do a jam with Justin because Mike couldn't play the show because he couldn't get the time off.
Man.
So we did a jam at 12 o'clock the day of the show. We ran through the songs once or whatever and made our way to the sound check, did that. Doing the sound check on this Vizzy stage, are you familiar?
Yeah.
So basically they cut off Coors Event Center, so that lower part's not a thing. That was kind of just the backstage area, and the stage just starts right where kind of the end of the bar is. So you've got the whole kind of top part and then the whole mosh pit in the side area. And then they also had the green room. So basically what would happen, there were 7 bands, and it would go back and forth, and while the one band's playing, the other side's changing over.
Nice.
So it was cool, like for the people playing in the green room side, they set up, and then our side ends, and that place just fills up to capacity. And then basically if you wanted to see a band, you had to almost like go in early because they would just let in like whatever 120 people and then just cut it off, and that's all the people that got to see
rush seating.
those bands or whatever. But yeah, and again, on all of the monitors around the whole event, it says which band's playing at what time, and it was just running.
Communication.
Yeah, and
we love communication.
red tape cutter again. You're going on stage. How many like towels do you need? How many waters do you need? Like just every little detail was taken care of. But yeah, for the sound check, plug in, and it was just like, this is the best I've ever heard. Like it just sounded so good. My voice sounded so big. Like the guitar sounded epic, and I played the show. I don't know, like I guess the key highlights, like Reject. They're kind of like more of like breakdowns and kind of like more of that sort of, I don't want to say hardcore, but kind of that kind of breakdown-y and not necessarily the metal I play, but I loved their sound. And they did a lot of like dog barking kind of stuff. But they were just good energy. They had the crowd going. They're just great kids, great performer, or not kids, but I'm old, so younger than me.
Younger than you, so everyone's a kid.
Great dudes.
They were great. And then on our stage as well, Culebra, they're a band from Regina, and they're the one, they lost their bass player this year. She had heart issues, and she had basically a bionic heart for like, I believe it was like 3 months or something. Then she ended up getting a transplant and ended up, living another, 4 or 5 years on borrowed time. And
Miracle
she was just,
human.
Adrian, she was such a beautiful spirit. And they kind of did, they played her bass lines through the PA and, played along with her and kind of did the set. Some people had some tears, but it was just a real powerful, cool thing. And I just love everyone in that band. They're just the nicest Saskatchewan boys. And, again, like this heavy persona, but then you talk to them and they're just, everyone gives you a big bear hug. And they were awesome. But throughout the whole time, I was kind of just talking with Ugly Kid Joel because he was backstage doing that. So it's kind of fun, getting to hang out with him more because I've only really talked to him over the phone.
He's coming in here tomorrow.
Cool. But really liked him. Really enjoyed my time we were just hitting up the rider, which again was fantastic. Where there's just like Sour Patch Kids, gummies, all the like.
Sounds like LB's rider in here. Yeah,
all the like. Granola bars, chips, and not just your like no name. We're talking Doritos,
Name brand.
Yeah, like Doritos, frickin'
Breaking
you name
the bank,
Lay's,
bro. I love that.
But that was awesome. Got on stage, and again, one kind of like 5 minutes before we were playing, Mike Amenza, who's in the band, shows up. He's like, "I'm here." And it was kind of like. We got I got Justin to learn the material. Like he's put in a lot of work. He drove here, so unfortunately he gets to play the show, and you can't change things up 5 minutes before or whatever.
That's impossible. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and he understands. He would,
of course. He was just there, and he ended up. He
support.
got into the pit and ended up stirring it up for one of the songs, which was pretty cool.
Love it.
But just our set was just fantastic because it sounds so good, and there were so many kids and just people that weren't part of the scene because obviously this summit brought in so many people that I didn't know, and just so it was nice seeing like right up front when I started, we were playing Enslaver, first song, and there's these 2 gooby kids right up front, right next to me. So of course I have to get up and headbang with them because you always like, whether it's the person that's the most into it or the person that you feel like is getting something out of it, attached to that because then the energy multiplies and that's how it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just made my heart feel so good, and just seeing so many people and from so many different walks of life. You know, it's not just the same old, you know, headbangers that I'm used to seeing, which was great. And I know I never plan anything I'm saying on stage or here because I can't remember things. And
You're here.
yeah, so I finished one of the songs and I just started talking, and I just, you know, said thanks Sask Music, and just saying like how metal is an inclusive, and this is, you know, it's music for everyone, and it was such a beautiful thing, you know, to see everyone enjoying this music, and we're all here for the same thing, and it's positive. And yeah, at points during that night, I almost felt like I was a passenger in my life because everything was just going so cool, and you're seeing all these, meeting people and talking to people, and it's just kind of like, this is awesome. I don't really feel like I'm in charge of what's happening right now, but good on you, life. So yeah, finished our set, and it was just awesome. Saw so many people, played great. It was awesome getting to play with JB, because remember the last show we played with him was at Manitoba Metal Fest, where we really didn't have our best.
It wasn't a shit the bed. It was a lot of bad things that were out of your control.
Brian had his issues.
That wasn't the shit the bed.
Either way, it was like
that was a surviving bullshit.
Yeah, but it was like one of my least favorite performances Untimely Demise has ever played. So it was nice to have this one, and there's just like cool things like the Loud as Hell. Jeff, he was in to talk about, you know, promoting and stuff.
I want to get into that a little bit after, for sure.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, like he went live when Untimely Demise was playing. So that's cool. Just like all of the people that follow that are seeing this live. And it's really cool performance. And just, my heart's so full. I'm so blessed, and just thought Sask Music did such a good job. And I was so proud that Saskatchewan pulled this off. And everyone's just like, it's such a success. It was so well attended. All the conferences were standing room. Like, it was just, you done good, kid.
Well, I think that's cool that there was that other aspect to it, right? It wasn't just a bunch of shows. I mean, obviously that's great and showcase some of you know, Saskatchewan's talent and whatever. But then on the other side, right, like the summit part, maybe, if you will, the conferences, the information,
and super valuable information for people that are starting bands. And I also thought too, the bands that were coming out of town, they were putting each member up in the Alt Hotel, like. For a metal band, if you get like this right here, I would be totally fine sleeping right here. Like that would be, I'd be like one of those pimps. But getting your own hotel room, and like it's getting respect for heavy metal just makes me happy. And just seeing, you know, Dave got his #1 with Megadeth. He's coming through. You know, that show was well attended. This whole summit was well attended. It's just nice to see the scene growing, and it's so positive. And it's like you stick around long enough, and he comes back, and
you should have figured out a way to get an out of town address, and then you could have gotten one of those swanky hotels.
Well, I was thinking that actually, if we would have mentioned it, because we had Justin and Brian in, like I just ended up billeting them because we like having people at our new place, because every
you got your place, man.
Yeah,
and there is like, you know, hotels are kind of cool, but it's also like hotels kind of suck.
You don't get 12 o'clock bun, which is made by Aaron.
Right? You don't get like a comfy, cozy home with your buds.
Yeah. So it was just, honestly, I was almost in tears, like just thinking about how positive everything was, and just again, it kind of felt like a family reunion, because I'm seeing, like I was saying, Jeff from Loud as Hell, or Xandra, who's, you know, the first, and all the big shows I've ever booked in Regina have been booked by Xandra Productions. She gave us our start in Regina. So seeing all those people come in and just getting to talk to them, it was just, awesome.
Dude, you basically just had metal tell a miracle.
Yeah.
That's what you did. It spilled over, man. The cup spilled over.
Well, you could feel the energy in the city.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like everything that you just said, like walking around and feeling like it's an out of body experience.
Yeah, like I've never had that before.
Yeah, it's just like everything is just working so incredibly well that you don't have to do anything. Like everything's just natural.
Yeah, because it's not that I manifest bad stuff, but I'm just used to stuff not going as well, or you know,
long time. Yeah,
so it's just nice. It's just like, oh, everything's working out.
So good,
and just like was able to really enjoy my time with my friends. So before our show on Saturday, we just went over to Congress and had some. Nice. I just had happy hour eats because I'm kind of I just
how we roll, man.
A couple beers, you know, get all groggy and stuff, but. Yeah, that was really good. And I was texting Troy, you know, the bass player from Into Eternity. because I know he was the one guy from Into that stuck around the second night, and I was just like, "Hey Troy, we're going to Congress right now. You want to join us?" And then he sends me a screenshot. He literally just got an Uber because him and his lady were going to the Congress. Like he booked it 30 seconds before. So it's just like everything in life was
It's the
working out.
universe,
But yeah,
man.
and then
That's it.
Brian, drummer from Untimely, and his partner Danica, they were there. And then Aaron was there, Murray was there, Justin.
family.
So
The family
we just
is
had
all there.
because that's our favorite part on tours, the meals. You know, like
course.
the shows are awesome, but you know, like going out for meals, and we always do this game where who wins the meal. Like so, it's based on wow factor, price point, you know, all these things, and then we vote for who wins or whatever. So it was good to get to play the game.
Who won?
Who
Yeah,
won?
who won?
So Murray won because we've just added in some new health factor
Oh,
things.
that's not
okay,
fair.
okay.
Hold on.
But-
I don't know if I like this.
Listen.
For starters, he went with the soup and salad. You wouldn't think that would be a win, but it was like a kale salad, and it was like vibrant and green, and the soup.
I've had that kale salad.
I didn't order this.
Sounds like it's a good kale salad.
Yeah, but either
I've
way,
had it. It's good.
yeah, everyone
Put a chicken breast on it,
was
it's even
voting for
better.
Murray, and he took the win. So I'm happy for him.
What'd you get? What was your contender?
I wasn't even trying to
weren't- that's
compete
right.
because
Yeah, 'cause
basically
you were doing
the rule is if you get a
happy hour
double
lunch.
order, I went with the burger and fry. I went burger and sweet potato fries,
Yeah.
but someone else got the burger, so we kind of
we
canceled it.
canceled
Yeah,
it.
so yeah, like I
So
maybe,
like order placement is very key to this as well.
yeah. So if you see someone order something you want to win, now you're going to think about you have to
switch.
yeah
You can't have the same
pull an
recipe.
audible.
Boom,
Yeah,
cancel.
yeah. So,
Dang.
but yeah, just all those little dorky things. It just kind of brings me back to my mid-30s of doing that kind of stuff.
Well, and it's cool. You got to have those tour experiences in your hometown.
I
right?
know.
Like, you didn't have to.
That's
You got to
the-
sleep in your own bed that night. You know.
Oh yeah, it was great. But go ahead.
The exposure, the networking, the hey, holy shit, I can't believe we're doing this. Look at all this stuff that we're doing, all of that. It all happened with us at Telemarketing. It all happened to you in just a different venue. This is so cool.
Like my one buddy, his name's Derek Petrovich. He's like a early '80s tape trader, metal scene guy. Like he's like the metal ambassador, pretty much for Canada.
A metal archivist, if you will.
Absolutely.
Love it.
And the one thing he told me early on, he kind of, Matt, if you go on a tour, man, you gotta talk to people. Don't just sit in your back room or whatever. And I always thought about, because you're nervous to play, so sometimes you'll just warm up and not,
Oh, yeah.
But it's the networking at the shows, talking to the fans, talking to different bands, talking to the bartenders, and you might meet that one person that has the one thing that can end up helping you out. So yeah, it is all that talking to people. Like it was cool talking to Ash Pearson. He's a metal drummer. He drums in 3 Inches of Blood, Revocation, and has drummed for a guy named Marty Friedman.
I heard that name, yeah.
No big deal, just Megadeth guitar. So yeah, just getting to chat with him backstage, and again, just having the same conversations we have about life and things
man.
like he was saying, I never understand why people get jealous when someone gets a gig or whatever. Like where
Ego.
it's that
It's
kind
all
of thing.
ego.
When one of us rises, we all rise, and it should be that attitude. But there can be competition, within the scenes or whatever. But yeah, just getting to have those fun conversations where it's just no pressure, and yeah, just getting to meet new people and
Dude,
build on the friendships I already had.
I avoided at all costs talking to anybody at anything forever. And then at Telemiracle, it didn't even feel like I was networking. I was just talking to the people that were talking to me. Anyone come by, hey, how's it going? Introduce myself. LB, same thing.
But
all
life
of our
was-
guys that we're working with, it's just say hi and introduce yourself. And out of all of that, we have so much awesomeness to look forward to through all those things. And it sounds your exact same way. So incredibly grateful. We're
yeah,
so
that
grateful.
gratitude
And
is
that's where the
that's
emotions
the
come in.
number
This
one
is-
kind
this
of
is
thing
what
I can
we
just
want.
keep
Yeah, this is
thinking
it.
about.
This is the goal. This is what we've been trying to achieve. So to have something that used to be a crippling fear in your life become a weapon for you without you doing anything.
Because we were living in the moment, and then after the networking happened, we're like, wait a minute, did we just network?
Yeah. I still don't even call it networking. I just call it being nice.
Exactly. But I was just at a conference, so I got to say things like content and networking.
Oh, dude, I was just at Telemiracle. I got to say things like OAP. You know what that means? On-air presentation. I learned a bunch of Telemiracle lingo. We'll get in that a little bit. Before we get into the summit side of all this, we do have to remind everyone it's almost supper time. We love Bugsies. We love wings so much. Lawson Heights and Markham Mall locations. They got passports inside said passports. They got flavors, 69 of them. Once you knock off all 69 of them, by the way, every Tuesday and Thursday, over half price off as I check my watch. It is Tuesday. Go in there, knock out a bunch of them. Then once you have the whole thing done, you get this shirt. This shirt is something that we will be going after when we head in there with our squad and we eat them all. We're going to roll all 69, take the on-location box. I messaged Brad last week saying after Telemiracle, we'll be hitting you up and we'll start sending it up. So that's our next big thing. So start practicing, boys. And you can do that by heading in or ordering on Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats. Just go to Smitty's, order the plain wing in the memo, put the flavors you want out of the passport. They come right to your door. They are so delicious. We love all of our friends, Brad, Jen, all your teams out there over at Bugsies. As well, our friend Carly, Next Level Painting. She will be in here on Thursday yet again to do some more contractor talk. They did all the painting in here. We have a green screen almost set to go. We just got to sand her down and I'll be up. And then, the best in the biz at what they do, Next Level Painting. Hit them up. You'll see the paint can with the QR code. Hit that thing and just watch your life get so much better with them. Great people doing great things. Exactly what we love to promote. Okay, so I think we'll finish the rest of that stuff later because I want to keep rolling on the summit part. As we're talking, we're sitting down, we're telling you how to become metal monsters. We're growing the community. Is that sort of the goal here? Getting everyone really informed on how to do this stuff and where to go and to connect.
Basically, you've got all these people, like people from different parts of the scene or whatever, and then there's like a panel, and you know they would do some talking, but then there's also the Q&A stuff.
Yes.
But
have you ever done one of those before?
Oh no,
like a panel?
No,
I did one panel in my life with the CCO boys at the Ganbate anime convention last year. And it's crazy, man. Like you're sitting up there. It's exactly
I kind of,
you know
I guess we did what Long and McQuaid into Eternity. We did I don't know, like a demo thing or whatever, and it was kind of the same thing where we were up and people were
sure.
out. That would be the closest I did to something
it's
like
all
that.
the same. It's just Q&A stuff, and you just sort of try to give advice to people.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, like Murray, I think it was Saturday, he pulled up the same time as Brant Palco he's the booker from Amigos.
Oh,
He gave us our start with the first 3 Inches of Blood show at Amigos. But yeah, they pulled up and they were chit-chatting and just kind of talking about not overplaying, you know, like basically for bands like us, you know, you can play a couple times a year. You don't really want to be doing too much more than that, or else your bass kind of gets diluted.
And
or
not only
whatever.
that, like people just stop showing up because they've seen you so many
Yeah,
times.
well, exactly. Yeah, it's nothing new. But yeah, during Brant's speech or whatever, he had kind of brought up, you know, I was talking to Murray from Untimely Demise, and they're a good example of, you know, not overplaying or so.
Sure,
But just like little things like that, where sometimes, you know, a younger band, it's like I just need to get more gigs.
Right.
More, it doesn't
Tip of
matter.
the
Just
cap.
the more gigs, the better. But yeah, just knowing to limit your local music supply is really helpful. And
Very cool.
But I just like the fact that, you know, they were concerned that, you know, that portion wasn't going to be attended, but it sounds like almost all the time it was a standing room only. And
yeah, like in my head, I'm thinking like you could have a lyrics writing panel, and you can have like a tour managing panel, and you could do like a booking panel, like all that stuff.
absolutely, like, because again, with the networking and stuff, like little things like. On our first tour, you know, we felt like, oh, you got to book your hotel rooms and stuff. But like, if you can put in that pre-work and kind of like find out the
done
scene.
shows on this, dude.
Yeah.
Remember that? You gave us all your tips.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
But
We've
you know what
had
I mean?
our own panels
But
right here.
what happens anyways is you play the show and they're like, hey man, come and stay at our place or whatever. So like usually if you had booked a hotel for a couple $100 and you end up going and hanging at their place, that was a waste of $200. It could go right into the gas tank. Little tips like that, I think you find along the way.
I 1000% believe you could have led a panel on how to tour properly.
Oh, totally. And
you should have.
it
Next year,
sounds
you
like
do it.
this
Next year,
is
sign
it was
it
so
up.
successful that
Yeah.
it's going to be a thing again.
Sign
so
it up.
I absolutely would be down with talking
And
about
you know
that
what?
kind of stuff.
Before you like apply, just send. I'll pull the tape out from our segments. You can just send them.
Yeah, this is kind
what
of a
we already did.
template of exactly.
And they'll be like all over it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so
but
cool.
yeah, again, just like we were saying with the just talking, and every moment you're at something like that is the networking. Like even I was talking to those Reject guys because I really like them and I was really liking their vibe. And you know, the next day the Al, I believe he's the bass player, or I believe he's the bass player. Might be a guitar player. No, they just have 2 guitar players. That's right. So yeah, he's like a 7 or 8
So
string.
many things to remember, though, man. I'm with you.
So yeah, he was chatting with me, and that like we're talking about kind of getting something happening later on, either later this year or whatever. But that's just an example where us connecting there. Now there's already something that probably is going to be a thing, in a few, half a year from now. But
incredible.
just cool. And again, I like that where you're meeting bands, and it always works this way, where the one band that's opening up for you, or next year they're the biggest band,
they're
and
going.
they
They're
can
going,
be
man.
the
They're
biggest
cooking.
band in the world.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have connections with these bands that are on their up.
Dude, man, there's so much.
The sound system, like after we played, the guy, and again, they have 2 sound techs, which I always like that when there's more than one sound tech. You can have one kind of going up and listening to the monitors and checking things out. It's a lot to do sound for a place like Coors Event Center.
Yeah.
Just one person.
Yeah.
But yeah, their sound was fantastic. After they're like, "Oh man, I really, really liked your voice," and I was like, "Man, I loved your guys' sound. It was amazing." And he'd said something. He's like, "Well, it should be good for this $500,000 sound system." I'm like, and I believe it. Like,
Yeah.
And the lighting was so, like, the professional lighting, not only just like the like tracking lights, but the ones that like flash it in the crowds and stuff. Like having cool lighting, that you always saw that in the 80s. If you saw a band in the big light show, the bigger the light show, the bigger the band. And I don't think that ever changed as far as I'm concerned. Like light shows are cool.
Yeah.
And they
Part of the experience.
That's it. Uncle Mike, just so you can get some words in, Damn 20 promo code still going?
Still happening.
Love it. 20% off your order. Order online, unclemikesnatural.com or .ca. It doesn't matter. He's got the whole thing cornered, which is very, very cool. Any thoughts on all that before we move into Telemiracle talk?
No, I mean, it sounds like it was an awesome time. I did check out the website like Wednesday or Thursday of last week just to kind of see the lineups of the bands. But then I was kind of like just really interested in the conference aspect.
The summit
of
part.
things
I love that.
because and just like some really cool people coming in to share some super useful information. And it was intriguing to me, and I'm not in a metal band. Not yet.
They had like an international lady. She works for a nuclear blast, like bringing in someone. They were just bringing in people from everywhere. Yeah. That's why it's cool that I don't know where all the, like if it was Factor, Sask Music, Creative Sask, but having that type of funding really is such a leg up, because Untimely Demise doing Coors Event Center, we're not going to pack the place the way that was, but technically it was an Untimely Demise show at Coors Event Center that was packed.
Yeah.
But because of that stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Well, and it was cool, and I just saw it. Maybe I just saw it last week, or maybe he waited to kind of post stuff. But there's a Poached Records, kind of similar. I don't know if it's maybe not as much with the conference stuff, but like they're putting on a little thing here.
And how is that? That's
weeks.
Chad, right?
Yeah. So that'll be more on the punk rock side of things, So
are we getting a punk rock summit?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, maybe that's the start of it, right? Like I think it's their first one that they're gonna do. So I don't know. I like to see these kind of these niche things
getting the spotlight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then people like, it wasn't a flop.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like it was like, holy shit! Like this went off.
I think that's the one. I just cannot believe how successful and professional it was. Like those are the things that just keep blowing my mind. Like how, they did it. Everything. There wasn't one thing that they didn't do.
And I'm trying to sit here and figure out how I don't one up you with Telemiracle, and that it's not a one up. It's a 1A 1B. That's what. That's what
it's apples and oranges.
Because that stuff huge. Over at Telemiracle, Prairieland, we broke the record for most money raised ever in the history of Telemiracle. Telemiracle 50, raising over $10.5 million. And it's the first time they ever had a backstage lounge.
And
you
do the math at home, folks.
That was just me being funny. No, the people, man, the cast, so incredible. Everything you just talked about directly correlates with everything that happened.
I couldn't stop thinking, we've got this kind of parallel thing happening. Yeah.
You had all the talent in the world at yours. We had all the talent in the world at ours. We had Jeffrey Strigg. We had Brad John or Beverly Mahone. My man, JoJo Mason. Like all these people coming through. Caroline Crush was playing there.
Yeah, I saw that.
We had local stuff. 68 Saskatchewan talent this year, showing off their stuff.
And that's, again,
out of frequency. My man Fabian was in there. Like, there's all like, and there's all our buddies.
but doesn't
There's
it
all
blow
our
your mind?
buddies.
This is all like Saskatchewan talent. Like again, too. Like I was saying to, I think it was Super Nintendo
Shout out to
Anderson.
Super Nintendo Anderson. Yep.
And I was saying, like, this is talent all from Saskatchewan. Like, every one of these bands
crazy.
tonight could be an international act.
Yeah,
They're
man.
ready to go right now.
And like it just goes from that, like the whole dynamic of like local guys just coming out here and just crushing it, and everybody feeding off each other, and just the amount of love that would be flowing through the whole thing, and it made its way out to you, and you guys took it and sent it right back, and it was just like back and
But
forth.
yeah,
the whole
when you've
time.
got that energy and that momentum, once it starts, you can just feel it. And with this internet thing that we've been a little hesitant about,
Yep.
but like it's cool seeing that all of the stories from everyone's, like every band and everyone from Creative Skask and with Telemiracle, you see the stories and then they start trending or whatever. But
crazy.
it's cool to see all these things, and you're just like, oh man, this seems like it's really successful. And then you get to see clips from everyone's,
nuts.
pages and
Here's a little something that I was on the phone with Kyle and Leah, two of the most beautiful human beings on earth. The reason we were there, I keep telling Kyle, he's like, so how's it going? I was like, well, you changed our lives forever, man. Like for the better. So grateful, forever grateful to you. He's like, I did nothing. Like he's so humble, and I'm like,
course.
dude, I'm gonna keep telling you till accept it. He's like, I'm never gonna accept it. I was like, so we're going back and forth. But he sends me. We were talking on the phone, and so we're all in Telemiracle hangovers still. Like it's just like you can tell my voice,
yeah.
like, my eyes, like everything's just toast. And he says, "Oh, by the way, George Stroumboulopoulos wants us to pull the interview he did with you about with you about Cal's thing, and he wants to put it all over socials." So LB walks in like, "Hey, by the way, George wants us to get this clip to him. No big deal." He's like, "Stroumboulopoulos?" Like, "Yeah, okay." Like it's nothing.
What?
It's like these are our people,
That is
and
amazing.
we've all intertwined. Like, so the backstage lounge was hosted by.
And it
beautiful,
looked
sweet
great,
Shannon
by the
Taylor.
way.
Oh man, that was all Telemiracle. They did all of that. They were bringing pieces in and out of the museum on the other side of where we were set up to show off on our set, and all the teddies throughout the years, like
Yeah.
like, all this stuff, and they did all of it. Like they did everything, and then we just went in there. Well, I went in there and just talked. LB did everything. Him and his squad, like everybody did such an incredible job, and to be in there and to be surrounded by all of that. It's so crazy that it almost makes it exactly how it sounded. Like, yeah, it's no big deal. Just our buddy George wants this stuff for socials. It's like anyone else. Like, oh, Mike wants this for his social. Yeah, same
But
thing.
if I was in whatever, like high school or just finished high school,
Make no
and I'm like,
mistake.
Gary, this guy's gonna be asking you for content to put on his page or whatever.
Make no
Yeah.
mistake. And like equals. So many people could have had the biggest egos of all time and ruined everything, and no one did. Everyone was in it for each
Always
other.
like that. The successful
was-
people don't have the egos
was-
generally.
Strombo is the best guy ever.
Oh, I'm
He-
so
like,
jealous.
He's a huge nerd too.
Yeah,
No.
so
Huge
that's
nerd.
the other crazy part. We were setting up, and he came by to hang out with Shaylin and Justine. Oh, my sweet Justine. Rolanders, I'm not sorry. I'm happy to report I have another emotional support human. She's in Regina, but if you weren't able to hit me up with the food bank one that we love to do so much, the art show, I was going to call her in. So happy you're going to be there again. It's going to be a lot of fun. No, dude, you're my OG. She's new. You've earned it. She's still working on it, but she definitely earned it too. Like not only did she take care of Shaylin, who's in this $50,000 wheelchair, like rolling on the coolest chair ever, but she was also taking care of Maggie and of me the entire week. And I owe my entire life to Justine, and I love you so much. Like they're my bros now for life. Like we're the Three Musketeers. Like it's crazy. We're all the same person. So anyway, I can't give them enough love, but. That whole backstage lounge, like Kate Burness comes through. Like it was Kate and George in that interview, and we were just hanging out. And Kate,
cool.
one of the most incredible human beings ever. Like there would be times where I'd be sitting there with my boys, because like most of the new cast knew each other. Like I know Miles for forever, Miles Morrison, Matt Donlevy I've known forever, Sabine, who I love so much, I've known her, and like all these people that are involved. Croker, obviously we all know Croker. So there's that core like 5 people that we all know. And then our buddy Jojo came in, who's like my new guardian angel. I love him to death. That's my dude. I'm trying to get him on here. Like all these people, we're trying to keep this going because it was such a magical moment. So I'm currently trying to figure out how to make a backstage lounge show to add to the network.
Oh, cool.
We
Yeah.
can sort of just check in with all of our Telemiracle people and keep building on it until next year if we're welcome back. And it's the natural progression because it's the biggest of all time. Everyone's like absolutely just so full of love and appreciation and pride, like all these things that came out of that.
But I like the idea of like that group of people that you kind of met or whatever, and then leading up to the next one. It's like preheating the oven where,
That's it.
3 months before you can kind of do a little check-in.
I keep saying it all the time, man. We're Happy Gilmore. 363 more days now until
That's
next
right.
miracle. We got to toughen up.
That one hurt a little bit. I'm all right.
I'm all right. But yeah, that's sort of before we continue, like there's so many stories. I don't know if we'll ever get it all covered. It's exactly what you said. Like we're almost done a show already, and that was just your side.
Yeah, I know. I figured I was going to overtalk Mike too much today.
That's why I chill out with all the talking.
It feels
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm
It's
part of it,
ridiculous.
you know?
Your nice haircut's getting like coiffed up in the middle because both of us are blowing so much hot air
Oh,
from either side.
I enjoy hearing about it, right? Like
It's
I
just
wasn't
so
there,
cool.
so I can't talk
Hey,
about it.
Royal Anders is here right now, so we better give him a little bit of love for our royally British website that he has created, the most British gentleman in the history of all British gentlemen. He created this website. It's really cool.
It's
Check it
quite
out.
nice, really.
Yeah, that's good. But ours go up to 11. Oh, here we go. All right, yeah, we can all do it. Yeah, we get it. We can all do the gimmick as well. Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. Uncle Brando and I were on there earlier, living the dream, taking on Shining Force 3 Scenario 3. We got it a little bit further, getting very
Nice.
excited. So shout out to him, and we're looking very forward to this Friday where we're going to meet some more Vern Pizza Dance. There it is. Oh, we love our Vern so much. They brought in the 12-inch original thick. We were rocking the thick Vern's Deluxe, and it was so good. We sat up on the bit. It was the one time Phenom, who runs our Twitch stream, shout out to Phenom, and Barber were here. And since everything was at Telemiracle, we sat up right on this main stage, and we did it from here, and it was so cool. Check it out, Friday Night Pizza Party. Always a blast, but that's, man, the Verns, you know. We've been getting a lot of the lights lately, so it's like that. So I'd always have to buy the thick slices because everyone still needs the thick. This time, this gave us a straight thick, and it was so good. Do not forget, $8.95 for that stuffed cheesy bread with the strings, all the cheesy strings, and that sweet sauce. I'm not going to cry. Not crying today, no, sir.
Strings.
So good. Hit up our friends. We got a hat, too. Check that out. We were rocking that over the weekend. No big deal. Hit up our friends over at Vern's Pizza. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. All right, we'll take this one up here. Hey, there's Carly. That's that pin can I was talking. See that QR code? QR code. Hit it up. Carly will take care of you. Her and her team, I promise you. LB, real quick one for you here. If we're going to auto-tune, can we do it with all of us singing? Because this is a crew that sings. So will it work or no? Okay.
Wasn't it auto-tune?
This is going to be a first
It'll
for
tune
us. Yeah. Isn't it the whole point of the auto-tune to auto-tune us? Come on. Yeah, I know. It's 3. Yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait
gotcha.
to listen back to this tonight.
This will be good, you guys. We're about to create something here.
But
Someone called
is-
Creative
is
Saskatchewan.
Mike got the triangle. I feel like
Hold on. Where's the knocker? Where's the knocker? Oh,
this is
no.
all
Okay,
that.
I got a makeshift one.
See?
Oh,
Nothing can stop this momentum. It's another telemiracle. This just keeps happening.
Telemiracle.
I'm so happy right now. All right, guys. Let's get into this a little bit. If you have a business in the city and you need some eyes and ears, you have a fundraiser coming up, you're doing really good and you just don't quite have that push that you want, you're just doing really good things, please reach out to us, all right? We are here for you. It's the only time in your life that you will have an offer truly too good to be true. And the only reason it's like that is because in a world where everyone says, this is how much you will pay and this is what you will get, we say, dude, how much you got and what do you want to do? And that's the difference. No serial sneers here. No one trying to flip you upside down and shake you out. It's just us trying to do good. If you're not a dick or an asshole, and if you don't talk about politics or religion in this hallowed ground, please reach out to us. It's so easy to do. You guys ready?
Ready.
All right. Just send an email to... There it is. Like my man Jojo. See you, Jojo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contact@dufferinav.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. How was it, LB? How'd we do? Pretty good. Hey, all right.
That felt good.
All right. We'll
Finally
take
on board
that.
with that double
We
clap
will
now.
take that. I clapped my side fat.
Oh, nice.
It got through, though. We're good. And I love that. Okay. Only a couple minutes to go.
Man, jeez.
Let me tell you, because my man Jojo's texting right now. I'm waiting to see what he says. But you want to talk about a guy a guy who just instantly you bond with. You know, there's those guys like us, like all of us,
Mm-hmm.
like every single one of the guys in this building right now.
Every person I've ever met through you,
Instant
basically.
bonds. Yeah, like it's so crazy to me. And this guy and I, like he's a country music superstar, former hockey player, and like just I don't even know how to explain it because it was so special, and it was like that with everybody, you know. And it was like, it's just, I don't know how to explain to people that just when you're in a place like that, it's already expected. But when it's this strong, like with JoJo and I, it was like instant hugging, brothers for life. And there, anytime you need us type of thing. Like it's just like gone through the same types of struggles, you know? And it's like, we got this, bro. The same with Shay and Justine, like all of these people. For life, we have bonded. And this dude went out there and just crushed Telemiracle. Like he was the life of the party. He was lifting everybody up. He didn't stop. The end of the first night. So here, we'll finish with this. There's gonna be more Telemiracle stuff down throughout the week because there's just way too much to cover. But we get into this whole zone. Like everyone's in the area doing the thing. And I'm like the first person to go out and warm up the crowd for the big day. So I'm all nervous, and I'm like, oh, you know me. It's like, oh man, crowds, it's my kryptonite. It's like, man, why'd you get in this business? I don't know what I'm doing.
That's welcome to my life.
Yeah, exactly. And we're overcoming these hurdles. And then every time I get stressed, I just look at George, like, I got you, baby. We're good. You're good. And it was just instantly like he has this power to just make all that disappear.
I know before I'm going on stage and I'm feeling super nervous or whatever, and then you get that band member or Merbs or whatever comes over. And it's like we always do this thing where we used to, when Noel played his first show with us, we would always be like, no, kill him, Noel, or whatever. So now we just say that to each other, you know, like it's kind of our thing. Yeah. I'll say to Murray, kill him, Noel, or he'll say that to me. But as soon as I get that, then it's like your heart rate goes down, and you feel
JoJo was doing that for me the whole weekend, man. Like my first on-air presentation, same thing. Like I messed it up twice, and he's like, I got you. And then when we transitioned from an on-air presentation to Matt, like you do the presentation and you throw the next host.
Okay, yeah.
So Matt Donlevy's on stage with his guitar waiting. Like, all right, let's go to Matt. And Matt's like, all right, JoJo, when you over here, JoJo's like, right now? And I'm like right in between him. And Matt's like, yeah, we're going on. And then JoJo looks, oh, okay. And then I look at him, dead eye. I'm like, dude, what do you need? He's like, give me some time. I got to go get my stuff done. And it looked like, I watched it back because I wanted to see how it looked. And it looked like we were just saying hi to each other. And like, it's so natural.
Because you didn't, you're not,
yeah, exactly. And he just has that calming. So then I just walk up, I sit on the chair with Matt, and I'm like, Matt, what's going on? He's like, Gare, how we doing? I'm like, doing great. As you know how these things go, if you're switching from talking to performing musically, you got to switch up your stuff and get all ready. So
yeah, that would be
tough. Go do that, and we'll just talk a little bit, and we just hit it up, and then so seamless. And he comes in and then crushes it.
Cool,
he goes on
man.
And just crushes. They did a Pink Pony Club, dude.
Oh, no way.
Like, the most incredible rendition. Like I'm not a fan of the song. I love this one. And probably because I love the guys performing it, but still, it was so incredible. And getting back to the warm-up here. So I'm all nervous, and this will be our final story for the day. I'm all nervous, and he gives me like, let's go, we got it. Like, you got this. So the entire cast, everybody, the whole place is waiting for me. Like thousands of people waiting for me to get this thing started, like to warm it up. And I'm like, all right, well, the universe give me strength. It's not the universe, JoJo's. He's giving me strength. We're going. And everybody, everyone's cheering for each other. It's such a loving space. And I get out there. I was like, all right, Telemiracle 50, this is it, man. In a world where live doesn't exist anymore, unless it's here on the network or sports.
Or Untimely Demise.
Right? We have this. We have this gift. We have this thing that the entire world stops to watch. The third biggest fundraiser on planet Earth. Going into it, $171 million raised. And I'm looking at everybody as I'm walking down, looking at the crowd, like, tell your friends, tell your family, this has begun. This is starting. It is time to get those donations in. It's time to ring those phones. It's time to go higher. And then as I look over, I see my mom and dad on the far left corner. And like, oh, my mom and dad are. I'm like, hi, Mom, hi, Dad. Right in the middle of it. And everyone starts laughing. And it's like, oh, okay, it's broken. And I'm like, come on. And I got really into it. And then, as always, when we get off the stage, we're always like, oh, was it good? I don't know, was it good? Instantly, it was like, oh my God, you killed it. Yes, like everybody, all of it, like all of that talent in there, we're all equals. And everyone is cheering me on for this little tiny thing that I did to set the tone, to quote Shorzy, you know? Like it was just, nonstop, right from that. Like even before, like we did 2 live shows from there for your show, from Prairie Land, from Telemiracle. Incredible. Everything. Like my man Randy Woods, we had our guy. He's one of the most incredible human beings I've ever met in my life. And he was like riding shotgun with us, doing all this stuff, helping out LB. Like we had everybody, helping everybody. And we could talk for hours, but I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to the entire squad. Like it was just, it's exactly like you, man. It was just the coming together of common people, understanding we all have a goal. Let's make it happen.
But isn't it just nice to be bombarded with that like positivity and success? Like, though that I can get used to that vibe.
Dude, $10.5 million.
In a province our size, right? That's no big deal.
That's the whole thing. And yeah, we could go forever. Yeah. Shout out to Strombo as well. Again, like we instantly bonded because he was like he heard sort of my story about this place. And he's like, dude, we're similar. I'm like, what do you mean? He starts talking about how like, yeah, the corporations kept trying to bring him down, kept trying to screw with him, kept trying to take everything you got. He's like, no, I'm done. I'm going to go on my own. Like, I'm going to go do documentaries. I'm going to do show from my house. I'm taking out that whole corporate side of it. Just like we did here. We said, we don't want that. We want this.
And
we bonded over that, man. And it was incredible. Brothers for life. The guy's is one of those few times meeting your heroes works out far better than you would have ever imagined.
Makes me so happy.
I'll tell you more later. Yeah. There's so many stories from all the incredible cast, but so grateful, so thankful. Oh, just the best. LB, let's go ahead and wake up Frankie, brother. We'll make our way out of here. Full. The cup is so full. So full.
But I definitely have to MVP to Murray for the show. Like,
Murph,
no,
man.
that he
my guy.
Killed it. Because we had set up where it's like me on the side, Murray in the middle, and JB on the other side. So he's kind of like, he doesn't do any vocals or anything, but, you know, he's in the middle. And he was just killing it with his stage presence, his bass playing. I don't know what he's been doing in the last couple of years, but he is really becoming a fantastic bass player, and it just makes me so proud.
And make no mistake, the universe, man. It's the universe. You put in the work, it pays off. Yeah. Just don't be an asshole. It's so freaking easy, and no one gets it. You know, like, people just don't understand. Numerous times, like, we had people coming in there from Reyes and from, like, WABC. Like, I talked to a girl who just graduated from WABC. Shout out to Dawn Scott. Again, I did this talk yesterday. But she said that the school, like, at the school, Dawn talked about me being a success story. It's like, he talks about you so highly. It's like, well, not during my time there. He's like, well, no, we had some good stories about that. I'm like, well, yeah, I like failed my final. I got like a 35. Like, that's pretty good for no studying. Hey, Don. He's like, oh, the worst. You got a job in Rosetown. Get out of here. It's like, okay, see ya. You know, like just those things, and to hear how like the outside world perceives you, and to be sort of, you know, like it recharges you. And it like reassures you that, yeah, you are doing good. People are seeing it.
I just remembered one really cool story.
Prove it.
Okay, so there's this guy, he was saying, oh, I've loved Untimely Demise for the last couple decades, blah, blah, blah. But he remembered when I worked for Forest Grove Community Church, I had the skateboarding thing or whatever, and we built a bunch of ramps, and it was like a job. I did it a couple hours a week or whatever. And I used to be a really good skateboarder, and he remembers seeing me do this 540 pre-grab, and he's like, he's like, everyone here sees you as, you know, a great musician or whatever. You're awesome at that, but I'll always remember you doing that 540 pre-grab. And I was like, that's the best story I've ever heard. Like, because I like taking up space in this world, so it's fun that, you know, you get to hear a story from like 2.5 decades ago that someone remembers.
If this hasn't been a giant commercial to keep doing good things, I don't know what would be. Thank you to you guys. Thank you to those guys. Thank you to you. We love you so much. We'll be back tomorrow with an all-the-way around table for you. Until then, have the greatest day of your life. We love you. Catchphrase. Know you later. Any more catchphrases? Okay, we good. Catchphrase. Take care. We love you so much.